Hello viewers, welcome to my channel again. So today we are going to discuss about what is pop-up window of in a HMI and how to use it and how to utilize it perfectly. So before starting the video, just I want to mention that this pop-up windows features is not available in the KTP series, which is the basic series of the HMI of Siemens PLC. So this is only applicable for comfort panel HMIs and unified HMIs. So let's get started with the video. So let's get start with the development of the screen. Before start, I just want to tell you that run the TI portal version 16 as run as administrator. Otherwise, you will not get the simulation of TPHMI. So I have already added the PLC into my projects. So let's add the HMI in the project first. So the pop-up screen will be come here, and on this the select PLC, you can browse the PLC and select your targeted PLC here, and then next I have added some kind of screen like system diagnostic screens, system settings, and user administration screen. This is completely optional. You can take it or you can leave it here. And now finish. So after addition, you can see on the left side of the project tree window, the HMI1 TP700 Comfort HMI has been added. You can rename it also. As per your HMI, you can rename it like in my HMI, I am typing as System HMI. So first, the welcome screen or the root screen will be here. In screen window, if you expand, you can see the or four screens has been added, which is being selected during the time of selection of the HMI. So I am deleting this from here. So to now what we are going to do, let's say you are having a conveyor lines, one conveyor is here and another conveyor is here. Let's give some name. Now let's add the pop-up screen. By expanding the screen management, you can see the pop-up screen window is here. Now add new pop-up screen and give the pop-up screen name as conveyor 1. Okay. Now right click on the pop-up window and go to the property window. And in property window, you can see the layout. The width is 240, height is 240. So what I want is I need the width a little bit more like 300 and the height I will take means I can remain the height as it is. Now let's design something. And now I will choose a motor animation. I have dragged and dropped the symbol factory windows, and in general I will change the animation into motor because we have the motor. Now let's give some button. Now I have given forward, reverse, and let's give some our IO list also, that actual speed, actual current of the motor or the conveyor you can say. So our window is now ready, but we need to give some indications also for fault and running. Let's say this is for fault and let's say this is for running. So let's give the tags for it. So in our project already I have created some of the tags or the data block you can say. In HMI you can see for motor 1, this I have taken a struct data type. In motor 1, forward push button, reverse push button, add fault, actual speed and actual current. Let's add one more thing which is called as motor running indication. Okay, now save and compile the project for PLC. Now project is successfully compiled, no error is here. Let's add some tags to the pop-up screen. I am opening the pop-up screen again. For fault, I am adding the tags. You can see in at fault, if the motor is at fault, then it should be turn red, otherwise it should be remain its original color. And for running, do the same thing, motor running indication. For forward push button at event, you can type on press set bit while key pressed and give the tag forward push button. And for reverse, now copy the event and put the reverse push button event here. So on set bit while key pressed, you just change to reverse push button. So all of the indication has been now created. Let's go to the root screen and at conveyor 1 add a button over there, and in properties make it invisible, in appearance make it transparent, and the text should not be have any content over there, and the width should be less. So on button, the button is now invisible, and in event you can give the property on press. So pop-up screen, name of the screen is conveyor 1, and the x coordinate. What does mean the x coordinate, y coordinate? Means the pop-up screen which is going to appear, where should be the position of the pop-up screen, like here you want, where you want to pop up the screen. So that position is deciding here. Currently we are doing 0 and 0, means the pop-up screen should be so like so in 0 and 0, means x coordinate 0, y coordinate 0, means top left corner of the display. And what is the display mode? It is showing toggle. Okay, so in animation, toggle means what? By clicking on the button, the pop-up screen will appear. Again, by clicking on the same button, the pop-up screen will be closed, which is called as pop-up toggle property of the display mode. And what is the animation? Animation is currently up. Animation means from where the sliding screen means from where the pop-up screen should enter to the main screen. What we are going to do currently, we will do left, and the animation speed let it be medium, minimize it, and in conveyor pop-up window you can see on the cross button we have taken to close the pop-up screen. So right click, property, on events, again show pop-up screen, and name of the screen you can give again conveyor one. So here instead of toggle you make it off, so that by closing pressing on the off button the window will be closed automatically, and in animation same, make it left. So all things has been done right now. I am closing the pop-up window, and here instead of toggle I am clicking it to on. That means by pressing on the conveyor it will be on, and by pressing on the close window the pop-up window will be off. Now let's save and run the program. Let's see what is running behind the project. I am doing the simulation right now. Let's simulate the PLC first. So as you can see, PLC is successfully run. Now let's simulate the HMI. Here you can see connection is established right now. Now by clicking on conveyor one, you can see the pop-up screen is sliding and entering from left, as we have set the screen as left. You can see the in animation some of the character is missing because it is animation, sometime it is happening, and by closing it the pop-up screen is getting closed. By clicking in, the pop-up screen is entering from left. By closing it, it is going closed. Now both of the window is opened. Now let's press the forward button. What is happening? It is true. You can see, as we have set the event for forward push button, that until I am pressing the forward push button, the forward push button tag is getting true. Likewise, the reverse is happening, and at fault, let's say I am making the fault. That means the fault of the motor is highlighted right now, and in actual speed also, let's say the motor is running at 50 hertz, so it will show you 50 hertz. Sorry, I think we have forgot to add the speed and actual speed and actual current tag to the pop-up window. Let's add them also. Right click, properties, and property window, general, you can add the tags, actual speed, and in current, actual current. Now you can see the actual speed is 50. By changing to 20 hertz, the actual speed is also getting 20 hertz. And in actual current, let's say 1 ampere, let's say. So it will show you 1 ampere. By changing into 2, it will show you 2 ampere. So this is the now we will try to run the motor. So this is the overall view of pop-up window. How does it work actually? So in same way, if you will click on conveyor to another, if you want another pop-up window, then you have to do it manually. So let's add the pop-up window manually again for conveyor to. So in data block also we have added motor 2, where you can see the motor 2 windows also there. In motor conveyor to pop-up window, let's rename all the things. So we have done with our animation. Let's go to the root screen and give the same property which has been given to conveyor 1. I am copying the transparent button and pasting over conveyor 2. So in that button also we will give the animation like it. Instead of conveyor 1 we will choose conveyor 2, and the position of the x coordinate y coordinate let's change and give something like 100, and y coordinate to be 100, and display mode on. Animation should be from right instead of left, because in left we have already set to conveyor 1. So we will let's give from the top actually. Let's see and what magic is happening. And in conveyor 2 also, for the close window, let's make it to right. Means by closing it should be go right, but for opening it should be from top. And let's see what is happening. Now download the project to PLC first, because we have changed in the DB. And now time for the HMI simulation again. Now you can see the conveyor to window is perfectly fine. By clicking on conveyor to, it is coming from top to bottom, and by closing it is going to the right side of the HMI, whereas in conveyor 1 it is coming from left, and the position is 0 x coordinate and y coordinate, and conveyor to its x coordinate and y coordinate is 100. So let's do some animation from PLC also. You can see by clicking on conveyor to forward, it is showing forward at the motor to forward push button, and in reverse push button. And by clicking by creating a manual fault, the fault indication is also showing, and by false the image is going. And the actual speed, if we can see, let's say 12 hertz, then it is showing 12 hertz, and the actual current, let's say 2 ampere, then it is showing 2 ampere. So this is it for the videos, guys. We are concluding the video here, and I hope this video is clearing most of the pop-ups screen queries. If you are having any doubt over here, then you can comment on the comment section. So thank you for this.